Been farming for 45 years. Comes from all the way down from my granddaddy. We hand work it all. We don't have very much mechanical. Our land is too hilly, a little bit rough. The last 11 years have been very good on the farming end until this year, and everything has kind of changed. We lost our contracts. It's been really tough. I was looking for something that I could do with the land, but still own it. I just really, truly didn't want to cut it up in lots and sell it. You know, I love for it to stay together if it can. Invenergy came along. I had a good feeling. I could tell that they was the real deal. I talked to several companies, but I really liked Invenergy a lot, you know, and the representatives I've talked to were really good, and so I decided to sign on with them.
The large majority of the Rocky Ford Solar Project will be hosted on Eddie's land. In a couple of years from now, you'll essentially be seeing the solar array kind of going down the fields here and up kind of north that way. This portion of the Henry County community has historically been a farming community. A number of the large farmers here are retiring and their children are no longer interested in farming. So they saw participation in the Rocky Ford Solar Project as a way to preserve the land for the next few generations.
In my district, there's no real industry, but there's plenty of farmland. The first thought was, hey, you know, this is a chance for some economic development. I vote, you know, for what's best for Henry County. We can maybe build some rec centers. Maybe we can get more transportation to get kids to and from school. And it's not, you know, just folk coming in like throwing money at people to get you to buy into it, but it is a true partnership.
It was really helpful to create relationships not only with our landowners, but also engaging with the key county officials early on.
The biggest concern I've heard is just the optics of it, what it looks like. But also a lot of projects are located in areas that's lightly traveled, so it's not in the middle of the highway or something that's, you know, everybody who comes through Henry County is going to see. You know, so it's not going to be as bad as people think it is as far as their perception of the way it looks.
All across here will be the panels running down, back over the knoll. At first, you know, I thought it through that, you know, would I like to see panels on it? I'd rather see it in panels than I would a housing development or something like that.
We were concerned about having, you know, a solar project in our backyard. When you come out here, most people will just grab a chair, sit under the shade tree, drink a beer and look at the view. Even though we don't own the view, it is a big part of the business, you know, and a reason why people come out here. So I think that was our biggest concern, is impact. We were really pleasantly surprised by the conversations that we were able to have with Invenergy. They were very open to listening to our concerns.
We met with a number of the adjacent landowners just to kind of get their feedback on what they would like to see as far as setbacks. We were ultimately able to then execute good neighbor agreements with a couple of the adjacent landowners just to kind of memorialize our good faith efforts to be a long-term partner to them through the life of the project.
Working with Invenergy, it wasn't like this is going to happen and you can't stop it. It was more, how can we work together so that everybody can have the benefits of solar and the benefits to the county without negative impacts. When we heard that, you know, pretty much everybody had been talked to, the impacts were going to be minimal, leaving the hardwoods, putting things in conservation, then we were like, there's no reason not to. I mean, we're not against solar. We just wanted to keep the impact to the minimum. We've been doing an annual music festival now. I think this is our 4th or 5th year. It's a celebration of music and community, and the fact that Invenergy now for 2 years has been like a presenting sponsor. It's even more impactful because proceeds from the festival can go towards furthering education for our, you know, local youth. It kind of comes full circle.
We are at the 2024 Sunvine Music Festival that's put on by Mountain Valley Brewing, and this year Invenergy is a presenting sponsor of the festival.
I'm at retirement age, and so that extra income is going to really make a big difference in what we decide to do in the future. And then also for the grandkids. You know, it'll still be in the family if, you know, once it's handed down.
For the life of the project, which is anticipated to be 25 to 50 years, the soil will actually be able to rest, and once we are done, we will decommission the project and return the land back to its original use, if not better.
And I think it would be awesome to look back in 20 years, 30 years and say, wow, you know, Martinsville and Henry County played a role in helping to create this clean energy.